Hello everybody and welcome. This is a Legacy School Literacy lesson for Year 6, Week 2. For this lesson, you'll need your Checkpoint 1 book from pages 1 to 7 and your literacy copybook. So, fact and opinion. I want you to first explain the difference between a fact and an opinion. If you remember, in class, we talked about how a fact is information that is always true and true for everyone, while an opinion is a person's view and is created by experience, belief, or a feeling at a given moment, but may vary from person to person. Like we said, I might think that Kit Kat is the best chocolate bar in the whole world, but that's not necessarily true for everybody else. Some other people might say Galaxy or Bounty or Snickers, and that's just their opinion as well. But for example, your English teacher's name is Ms. Hala is a fact that nobody can deny. All right, I have another example for you. The house is painted yellow. This is a fact. The house is ugly. Even if everybody agrees, it is still just an opinion. All right, so I want you to open up your books to passage 3, and this is the table that you will find. There's a bus schedule to go to the Singapore Zoo night safari. And if you notice, there are different locations and pickup points and times. Also, there are different bus routes to the city, and they also included a table of the fare that you would have to pay if you were an adult or a child, or if you want a single trip or a daily pass. So, in what way is the text showing information differently than the two previous extracts? First of all, it's a table, like I said. What does this table show? The timetable of a bus shuttle that takes passengers to the Singapore Zoo. Why does this text use this style? This is the briefest possible way, or the easiest way, to find out what you are looking for. No need to read the whole thing, because you don't need to read the whole thing, and only the passage that you are interested in, or the information that you are looking for. Do you think you'll be able to find any opinion in this text? No. The answer is going to be no. It's factual writing, and it only includes facts. Do you think it would be helpful if he wrote all this information in separate sentences and paragraphs? Absolutely not. It would be very, very difficult to find the piece of information that you're looking for. The way that it's written, it's very, very organized, and like I said, you don't have to read through the whole text, only the information that is specific to you. If you flip the page, you'll find extract 4 and 5. The first one is a recipe for chocolate brownies, which are absolutely delicious. We have two parts of the recipe. We have the ingredients listed, and then we have the directions. Notice that the directions do not use bullet points. They're actually numbered, which means we have to follow the specific steps in order for the recipe to be successful. And then on extract 5, we actually have tips for travelers. We have some climate tips, and we have some language tips. And it's actually a mixture of the first and the second extract, if you remember our previous lesson. They are divided into subcategories. We have our subheadings, and the information, though not as brief as the first text, is written in bullet points. All right, so the recipe contains very few words. Do you think it needs any more detail or explanation? No, because the purpose of the text is to explain how to make something, and the longer the explanation is, the more confusing it actually becomes. When we look at the text about Hong Kong, what is the purpose of this text? The purpose is to give basic information to tourists about visiting Hong Kong. Would I need to write any information about the history of the country? No, a traveler is obviously interested in the history, but he would be introduced to it in a different text with a different purpose. If you flip to the last page, you'll find extract 6 and 7. Extract 6 is an extract that talks about using your talk phone. We also have a section in the extract about making and receiving calls. And extract 7 is actually a bio about Serena Williams, who is a very famous tennis player. I will not be reading the text to you, but I encourage you to actually read through it. to get a better understanding of it. All right, after that, we actually have some questions that we need to answer about all 5 of the texts. We have questions 1 to 14, and you'll find that on page 7. So read through those and answer these questions in your literacy copybook and upload a very clear photo of your answers to the Seesaw app. Thank you, stay safe, and I can't wait to see your answers.